Welcome to Like Whatever, a podcast for, by, and about Gen X. I'm Nicole, and this is my BFFF, Heather.
Hola.
So welcome to our Christmas episode.
Stupid Christmas.
Yes, we will not have any current event chat beforehand because
pre-recorded.
This is
because Christmas week is a lot.
Yeah, as a postal employee, Heather will be exhausted, and this is one less thing she needs on her plate. So we went ahead and recorded it early. So I know you're missing out on what we've been up to or what I've heard on NPR, but you're not going to get to hear it this week.
You just have to learn how to live with it.
So Heather and I have very polarized opinions of Christmas.
Literally the only thing we disagree on.
It really is. It's funny because we wanted to do a joint episode and we were trying to think of things we didn't agree on because we wanted to do some sort of back and forth thing and we couldn't think of anything that we don't agree on.
Then we found it.
We did.
And it's funny because when I describe to people who we are, I really do say you are Christmas and I am Halloween. And that pretty much sums up.
It's exactly right.
Who we are.
I know. I was telling my roommate about this episode and she's like, oh, that's such a great idea. And she said something about your husband probably doesn't like Christmas. I said, oh, no, he does.
Everybody I know ever.
Yeah. And I was like, Halloween is Heather's Christmas.
Yes.
That is her biggest holiday of the year.
I decorate.
Yes.
I love all of it.
And I'm a big Christmas geek. I always have loved it. And it's not quite as much fun now that my kids are grown. But that's okay.
She used to force me to come over and wrap presents with her. I hated it. Because I don't know why people, all of them people, here's my idea of the most fantastic Christmas, which I did have last year, by the way. My most favorite fantastical idea of Christmas is that I spend the day by myself in my apartment with the shades drawn, locking the whole world out.
You used to go to the movies by yourself, right?
So, yes, okay. I did want to tell you why, because a lot of people are like, how can you hate Christmas? And it's not just because I'm contrary.
Right.
It did have origins. Typically we would spend Thanksgiving with my mom's family. And then thusly in the whole sharing of family nonsense, we would spend Christmas with my dad's family.
Correct.
Who hated my mother.
Correct.
100,000,000%. Hated her. Because in the time, my mom and dad have been together since they were in middle school. So like the mid 60s. So at the time prior to that, when their parents were growing up, the silent generation? They should have stayed that way. There were dueling immigrants, one of which being the Irish, one of which being the Italian. They did not like each other. No. Especially in the Wilmington, Philadelphia area, which is where they are from. My father is Irish and English. And my mother is Italian. And they used to call my mother a greasy dago to her face. Whatever.
Classy.
Yeah. So they did not like my mother. I am the spitting image of my mother. There are photos of her younger, and sometimes I'm like, I don't even know if that's me or you. Yeah. So I have the same personality as my mother most. Well, my mother's nicer. Right. I have my dad's temper and my mom's smart mouth. So,
right.
Anyway, they don't like me. They never liked me.
Right.
They never liked me. So going to their house for Christmas was just the most passive aggressive horror shit show of all time. And I dreaded it. One year for Christmas, they gave a child luggage They gave me luggage. They also one
I
time,
bet that was a regift.
no doubt, they one time gave me, in the 80s, those boxes full of makeup.
Oh, I had them.
Yeah. They gave me that.
Caboodle.
Yeah. Oh, the things that had things that came out, and it was like every shade of everything. I don't wear makeup. Never have. I did in my goth time, but it was white and black, and that was it.
It was a hint.
Yeah, it really was. One time she asked me if I wanted to be a boy, and she would pay for it, which is very progressive for her, I suppose.
Yes. Although she probably didn't mean it that way.
She did not. She did it in a room full of people in like the late 80s.
Yeah. To embarrass you.
She was a horrible human being. I hated going there. My mom finally got fed up with it and said, we're not going there anymore. So we had dinner with just the four of us, but then my dad would make us go after him. Because they were not allowed in my mom's house, period. End of story. So then we would go to their house after we had dinner. Then I realized that if I had something to do because I was driving, I could get out faster. So I started a tradition where I would go to the movies because the movies is literally the only thing open on Christmas. So I would go watch whatever. I think I watched Halloween once. I think I went Nightmare Before Christmas I saw. I would go. I didn't even give a shit what was playing. I just went and sat in a movie theater. Then we got older, and for a while we just decided we weren't going anymore. My sister and my dad would go, but my mom and I wouldn't. That was when I got more vocal about my father and I have had many a fight over his family. Yeah, so that is absolutely why I hate it. I hate the fakeness. I hate how you hate each other for 11 months of the year. And then for 3 weeks, you have to pretend like you give a flying fuck about anyone else. Then you say, oh, happy holiday. I don't mean happy holidays. I don't want you to have a happy holiday. I don't care about your life. So I also don't like it because everybody wants to put the Christmas tree up, but nobody wants to take the Christmas tree down. And then it becomes a giant hassle.
Yeah. So I grew up on the opposite side of that spectrum with the traditional looking Gen X kid Christmas where the house was all decorated, lights outside, beautiful tree. Remember tinsel?
Yeah, my mom decorated December 1st.
Ours was always Thanksgiving weekend.
My mom did wait till December. It was always December 1st. You would go to school, and when you come home, it was like a whole new world.
Yeah, but when you were real little, didn't they wait and put the tree up Christmas Eve?
We always put the tree. Even when I got older, we would get a real tree.
Okay.
And we would go buy it a couple days before Christmas Eve, and then it would sit in the garage and open, and then we would put it up Christmas Eve.
Okay.
My mom's growing up, Santa brought the tree.
Okay.
I think that's just because, I don't know why. They just maybe didn't want it up all year. Who knows? Who knows where that came from?
But we lived in Delaware, so we would all hop in the car and take the Jersey Turnpike up to family's house, and all the cousins and aunts and uncles and whoever didn't have a place to stay or celebrate, everybody was there. And all the cousins slept in one bedroom all over the floors, and everybody was drunk, and everybody exchanged gifts. You bought gifts for everybody. So I have a lot of very fond memories of Christmas. And then I also had children, which as a mom was a very magical time to get to do all that stuff and have them keep on believing for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we're gonna.
Well, also when I got older, and I found out there was no Santa, my mom was like, literally, I will kill you if you tell your sister. And I was like, cool, I'm not. And then it became, well, now that you're old enough, you can help us wrap your sister's shit and put it together. So at like 11, I was putting my sister's shit together.
Damn, you really didn't have any good stuff happen to you at Christmas.
No. But here's a funny Christmas story that is one of my favorite Christmas stories. It didn't happen to me. When my sister had children, she loves Christmas too. She's a Christmas. I am the odd one out. They bought their new house and they were so excited because they were going to they have this big foyer and it's really tall, and they were going to get this really tall tree, and they were going to get, before they didn't have a real tree, this was going to be their first real tree. Super excited. So they brought it into the house to let it open up. Well, apparently, my poor sister, if you have listened to any of these, my sister's stories are great. This is her luck. So the tree opened, and apparently a praying mantis had laid eggs in the entirety of the tree. So when it got warm, they all hatched. And every time you moved the tree, puffs of praying mantis would fly out in every direction. And she is creeped out by bugs, and they were teeny tiny.
They are tiny.
Wee little, like the size of your fingernail, praying mantises. So as they're trying to get the tree outside, they are puffing praying mantises everywhere. And it literally, I think this has probably been, oh my God, maybe, I don't know how long they lived in the house, but the boy is 21, so 18, 17 years. I think they still find praying mantises. It was a very long, she was sucking up praying mantises. And I don't know about where you people live, but we were always told it was illegal to kill praying mantises, which seems to be like the thing Gen X, which how we all knew this. It's not true.
Right.
Why all our parents decided they were going to tell all of us, I don't know. But so she was like upset because she was killing all these praying mantises. Teeny tiny, wee little praying mantises covering the wall. There were millions of them. Aww. She single-handedly had just quadrupled the population of praying mantises. Praying manti. I don't know. Anyway, that's my favorite Christmas story.
That is a great story. And did she not realize why your parents opened it in the garage to let it give a few days for those to get out?
You've met her.
I know. She's adorable, though.
So that one is my favorite. My other thing is my mom, or Santa, would bring my sister and I the same, like one thing was exactly the same. Like one time we had you remember when you would talk to the flowers and they danced? We both got them. Mine worked, hers didn't. Every time my mom would she got us a clock one year. Mine worked, hers didn't. Always. Mine worked, hers didn't. So she started to do the same thing with her kids. She would buy them the exact same thing, one in different colors, and her sons never worked. Daughters did, sons did not. And she was like, I know. You're cursed just like me. I know what to tell you. And she was like, and I would buy one specifically. Like I would buy it saying, well, this one will be for the girl and this one will be for the boy. And she was like, and then Christmas Eve, I'd switch them every time. That's who we are as people. Superstitious.
The jinx is always going to find you.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the short and long version of why I dislike Christmas. And then working for the post office, and I worked at FedEx prior to that, and that really just drives it home. How much?
Yeah.
I hate Christmas music.
I listened to Christmas music on the way down here today.
It's too much. It takes over too much.
No.
It does. Why does it have to start in September?
Well, I agree with that.
Let's get through holidays.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I know. Well, you have good reason. So the way this is going to go today is I have went through some good holiday traditions, kind of seeing where they started, and I'm going to get going first. Okay. And then Heather and I are going to take turns. I'm going to talk about fun Christmas stuff, and she's going to talk about spooky Christmas stuff.
So we should do the let's fuck around and find out about what Christmas, December 25th.
Yeah.
Fuck around and find out about the stupid December
I also
25th.
think we should drop this one on Christmas Day. Is that possible?
What is it?
It's a Thursday.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. I'd like that.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
She doesn't mean it.
No.
She doesn't hope you have a happy holiday.
I don't. I do. Not.
No, she does.
I don't. I don't care whether your holiday is happy or not.
All right, so really all my information for this one came from worldwildschooling.com. So, Christmas traditions. The U.S. is full of unique Christmas traditions. From quirky stocking stuffers to fun holiday meals, there's plenty of exciting history behind them. The U.S. is a melting pot of cultures from around the world. This has created unique traditions found nowhere else on Earth. The stories behind these traditions are as exciting as the traditions themselves. All right, so the first tradition I'm going to start with is the American Santa Claus.
Sandy Claus.
Santa Claus. All right, countries around the world have their Santa-like character, but in the U.S., he takes a whole new meaning. In the U.S., it's hard to find anything Christmas-related that doesn't feature a Santa image. The American Santa originated in the 18th century when Dutch immigrants brought their Sinterklaas, or St. Nicholas, traditions to New York City. The New York Historical Society commissioned the artist Alexander Anderson to depict Santa Claus for an event flyer. Although the event flopped, Anderson's image stayed in our popular imagination. Fast forward to the American Civil War, cartoonist Thomas Nast drew cartoons depicting Santa as a plump, bearded man in a red suit handing out presents. The final representation of Saint Nick was Hadan Sundblom's drawings for the Coca-Cola Company. Mm-hmm. These 1930s characters depicted all of the qualities we know and expect from the American Santa Claus.
Bowl full of jelly.
Yep. And Santa Claus Coming to Town is one of my favorite Christmas cartoons. And he comes in as Saint Nick and the
it's creepy.
What's his name? The something Meister.
Oh.
But the mayor of the town won't let the kids have toys, and he falls in love with the school teacher, and she becomes Mrs. Claus. It's so cute.
If you want to hear about our last year's Christmas, where she talks about all those shows.
Yes. I'm going to keep talking about them.
I don't remember what the name of that episode is.
It was...
Oh, the podcast of Misfits Toys.
Yes.
And then I did one, Holy Gremlins Batman, which is an anti-Christmas episode.
Yep. And this year we combined anti-Christmas and Christmas. See how we did that?
See, look at us. Is it my turn?
Yep.
Imagine the snowbound village of Austria and Bavaria centuries ago. Winter nights stretched endlessly. Families gathered around flickering hearths, telling stories to keep the cold at bay. Among these tales was one of Krampus, a creature both feared and respected. Mm-hmm. He was no jolly figure. He was horned like a goat, covered in thick fur, with cloven hooves and a tongue that lolled grotesquely from his mouth.
Gross.
Chains clattered as he moved, sometimes dragging bells or carrying a blanket on his back. No, a basket. That's not blanket.
He didn't have a blankie.
He did not. He had a basket. His purpose was clear. While St. Nicholas rewarded the virtuous, Krampus punished the wicked. Naughty children must be whipped with birch rods, stuffed into his basket, or carried off into the snowy night. He was not simply a Christian invention. His roots stretch back into pre-Christian Alpine traditions. Scholars connect him to the Wild Hunt, a spectral procession of deities and restless souls said to sweep through the mountains during the solstice. In this way, Krampus embodied the raw, untamed force of nature, chaos, fear, and the reminder that survival in the winter requires discipline. Krampus originates from Central and Eastern Alpine traditions, particularly Austria and Germany and surrounding regions. He is depicted as the horned, hairy creature with fangs, hooves, and a long tongue. Comes from the German Krampen, meaning claws, the hints at his primal bestial nature. Folklorists argue Krampus may descend from Alpine pagan rituals celebrating the winter solstice. Because the chains connect him to ancient figures of chaos and fertility.
And to be honest, all Christmas traditions come from pagan.
I was going to say that.
Oh, yeah.
No, you're right. I mean, that's also why I don't like Christmas.
Yeah.
Because you just...
It's funny though, because here, parents threaten their kids with the American Santa Claus. Santa's not going to come see you if you don't behave. But over there, Santa's going to come
and
whip
your
your ass, throw you in a basket, and go toss you in the woods somewhere.
Yeah.
So that's a little more incentive to behave.
I think so. When Christianity spread through Europe, the church didn't erase Krampus. Instead, he was absorbed into the St. Nicholas tradition, becoming the saint's dark counterpart. Together, they represented the balance of reward and punishment, light and shadow, joy and fear. By the 16th century, Krampus was firmly woven into Christian traditions, symbolizing the darker counterpart to St. Nicholas and embodying the tension between order and chaos.
Interesting.
Yes.
I wonder when that ended. Well, you might get to that, but I definitely didn't learn anything about Krampus growing up in the church.
No.
I didn't know about him until I was an adult.
Yeah. The next part I have is just about the new, like what happens now.
Okay. So my turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hit it.
So the next thing I'm going to talk about is Christmas tree decorations. The most fun part about all of this is getting to annoy Heather. Setting up a Christmas tree and covering it with lights and ornaments is as American as apple pie. Although its origins are vague, German immigrants in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, may have been the first community to raise a Christmas tree in 1747. Soon, tree lighting traditions swept through the country. In the 19th century, the first glass ornaments arrived from Germany, and Sears and Roebuck started making the first fake Christmas trees for people in tight city spaces. After over-harvesting the trees...
No. Get out.
It's what we humans do. The nation entered a short supply of evergreens, which led to the first Christmas tree farms. Today, millions of people in the U.S. unpack their ornaments and lights, pick a tree from a farm, and set it up in their living room to enjoy. So growing up, we always had a live tree because we had a wood stove. So, and then my stepdad at the time had the big fancy gas powered log splitter, and we'd all go out into the woods, and I hated it because he would cut up all the wood and we'd have to pick it up and load up the thing, the trailer.
We also had a wood stove, and then we had wood. We didn't have wood, so we had to have it delivered, and they would dump it in the yard.
And then you had to stack it.
We had to split it too.
Yeah. Well, he would just cut them into big logs. So we're picking up these big logs, loading them in, and then we come home and he log split them, and then we had to stack them. Yeah. I did love having a wood stove, and at a very young age, I was taught how to get that bad boy going.
Yeah.
Like, if you were the first one up in the morning, you
had
were
to get
responsible.
that bitch.
Yeah, because it was cold as hell in that house.
Shit was.
But we would just go out in the woods, wherever we were cutting our wood, and cut down a pine tree.
I had an incident with the wood stove. I was stoking it, and I guess an ember came out, and we had just moved into the house, and it burnt a hole in the floor. Oh, no. So I went to the closet and cut a hole in the closet under all the crap and glued it. Do you know they didn't find it until they moved? Really? Mm-hmm. Wow. That's some glue, boy. It popped up, and my dad was like, "What the hell is this?" And I was like, I was 46 years old, and I was like, doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, but thanks to having live trees as a kid, I have no desire to have a live tree as an adult.
They shed
so bad. And when you have a wood stove, you have very dry air in your house.
It's very dry.
So those things die quick.
I am also allergic to pine.
Oh.
So they wreak havoc for like the first 3 days they're there. My mom also is allergic, so that's, fun.
Well, I don't like my fingers being sticky, so decorating it was always annoying too, because you get sap on you. Blech.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah.
I was going to say something else about Christmas trees, but I don't like them. Oh, I know what it was. Never mind.
Okay.
Our ex-mother-in-law.
Oh.
I didn't want a real Christmas tree. And when I was with Nicole's brother-in-law, we had agreed, because he was a big Christmas fan, that he could get a tree, because we were living together, but it could not be a real tree because they have stink and I am allergic to, and it will take me 4 days. And then his mother bought him a real tree.
Yeah, well, I never wanted a Jack Russell, and she brought home a puppy
did.
for my son. So,
She did.
she had a knack for doing things to piss you off.
Yeah, she did. Just because. And then
Just
she
for
said,
the fun of it.
"Oh, you never told us that you didn't." Yeah, I sure shit did. Anyway.
Yeah. All right, I'm on to the next one unless you want to go next.
Go ahead.
All right, so the next one is the tradition of milk and cookies for Santa, which was always so magical to me as a kid. And it was really magical to do with my kids, too. I loved it. I'd always eat the cookies, of course, and drink the milk. And make sure to leave extra crumbs on the plate and a little milk in the bottom of the cup. Anyway, the tradition of feeding Santa Claus goes back to the Dutch feast of St. Nicholas celebrations. The original treats were likely fruits and candies, but the practice made it across the Atlantic by waves of Dutch immigrants in the 18th and 19th centuries. During the Great Depression, children were encouraged to leave a glass of milk and cookies out for Santa. What? Those kids ate that? Milk and cookies in the Depression. This wasn't meant to encourage the practice of giving to others even during troubled... Wait, this was meant to encourage the practice of giving to others even during troubling times. I always thought it was because Santa was hungry from doing all those deliveries. The milk...
But that's a lot of cookies and milk.
Well, he has a lot of ground to cover.
I know, I'm just saying. Like, he had to eat a lot of cookies.
The milk and cookies became symbols of being grateful for anything they received in return, especially presents. The tradition took hold in the American psyche through popular films and TV shows. Today, serving milk and cookies to Santa is as common for children in the U.S. as playing baseball after school. If you haven't... okay.
Well, see, the problem with Krampus is that the reason we didn't really hear about it that much is because it kind of died out because whipping children and putting them in baskets and taking them to the woods was kind of frowned upon for a while. Yeah. So Krampus took a backseat until recently.
Okay. Hit me.
Today, Krampus is celebrated in Krampus runs, where costume participants parade through towns, scaring onlookers with elaborate masks and antics. Greeting cards in pop culture since the 19th century. Krampus has appeared on Krampus cards, the holiday cards. They often humorously depict him chasing children. And in recent decades, he's featured in film, TV shows, and video games, cementing his role as a pop culture figure. And I don't remember, and it didn't say, but I remember like when Krampus kind of came back, and it was like, whoa, what was? But I don't know. It didn't really say why. I couldn't really find a definitive.
Feel like the horror movie industry started falling in love with scary Christmas movies.
That you're not wrong, and I think that might be what happened. Like they were like, "Where can we?"
This is a gold mine right here.
Right here. Look at this guy. But it's not difficult. Like basically, you find the origins of Krampus. And then nothing else until we took it back. Of course, we took it over.
Yeah, of course.
Once confined. Well, at least they're not dead. Once confined to Alpine Europe, Krampus has become an international phenomenon, embraced in North America and beyond. Cities like Los Angeles and New York now host Krampus parades. Krampus represents more than just fear. He embodies the shadow side of Christmas, reminding us that winter traditions historically balance joy with danger, light with darkness. His resurgence reflects a fascination with folklore, eerie, chaotic elements. I also feel like that's maybe why, because I feel like maybe we had been pushed so the Christian, or, I mean, let's just face it. It's all Christian. I mean, it's all Christmas. The poor Jewish people, they have a holiday too.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be about Christianity, but really that just means going to church on Christmas.
Well, and that's just it. And I think that's just what's been pushed at us. And then maybe the Krampus thing started coming when probably Gen X was like, you know what, this is not where this shit came from. Like, this is stupid. This this is the winter solstice.
Yep, exactly.
And I learned from Neil deGrasse Tyson the other day that it was the sun sets. It's the 20th?
Yes. 20th or 21st.
20th or 21st is the shortest day of the year.
Right.
And it sets. And then the 25th is when it starts the days start getting longer. So
Gotcha.
that's when it's born a new year. Oh, that's it. So on December 21st, the indigenous peoples or whoever anywhere thought, oh shit, that's the fucking end.
Yeah.
And then no, here it is on the 25th. It's getting light earlier and longer, and that's why they stole it.
Probably has a lot to do with the stress on he's the son of God. I know we could spend days talking about this.
It's just an appropriation.
It really is.
I mean, it was just to colonize, so they just picked a day, in the middle of the winter solstice, and then stole it and said, "Oh, this is when our guy was born, huh? Yay! 3 wise men and a donkey." And let's not even get started on how Mary got pregnant. I mean,
for real.
Listen,
if her parents fell for that,
how old was she? I'm sure it's statutory rape.
Yeah, she was
either way.
Probably just old enough to get her period.
Yeah,
so
it's problematic.
Yeah, exactly. But
and what Joseph was like, "Hey, cool, no problem. Let's just go into this barn."
Yeah.
And why is she having a baby in a fucking barn?
Because the inn was full.
For a pregnant woman, like they couldn't be like, well, I guess.
No,
and then she had to have a baby in the hay.
They were assholes back then, I guess.
Stupid. This is stupid. Sorry to all the Christians. Not sorry, but it's a weird thing.
It really is. It's all very folklorish and fairy tale-ish, and it's hilarious that people take it as real.
See that's what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, lighting candles and hello.
Yeah.
You're worshiping a giant tree.
Yeah. Exactly.
You decorated it and killed it. That's my other issue. Like this poor tree lived for how long? And then you just chopped it down and stuck it in your living room and then tossed it outside for goats to eat.
Yep. Exactly.
I feel bad for the tree.
I know.
I have an issue with inanimate objects, though. So. Go ahead.
All right. So next I'm going to talk. Next I'll talk about the turkey dinner. Turkey.
We don't have turkey on Christmas.
You have ham. Ew.
We have
Gross. There's no protein more American than turkey. The tradition of roast turkey dinners during the holidays dates back to the European colonies on the East Coast. It became so popular that it spread to England, replacing the traditional and extremely delicious, well, maybe not so tasty, pickled boar's head.
Maybe that's why we eat ham.
They were like, whoa, this turkey is way better than this.
Do we only have turkey? Do they not turkeys over there? Is turkeys just here?
I don't know.
I had one run in front of the car the other day on my way to work. I was like,
yeah.
God damn it, turkey, get out of the way.
Yeah, they're all over the place around here. They're so cute.
And remember at the restaurant, we had that whole group of them that lived out back.
Yep. Along with turkey, many new dishes were introduced. Favorites like tamales from Mexico, roast goose, and mashed potatoes became synonymous with Christmas dinner in many places in the U.S. So one year, my first husband and I decided that we were going to get a Christmas goose, because he thought that we lived back in the Middle Ages. So we went to the local butcher and ordered it way ahead of time, and we got it. And I'm a pretty good cook. I cooked it up all nice. It was really pretty, and it was gross. It was the biggest waste, and it was like $75 or something. Like, it was crazy.
Goose is really greasy, right?
Yeah, it's not as greasy as duck, but it just, and there wasn't like a whole lot of meat, and I was like, well. Turkey dinners evolved into a hodgepodge of recipes as diverse as the U.S. Today,
FYI, turkeys are only native to the Americas.
are they really?
They actually were in Central America, and they were brought up.
Oh, see,
There you
thanks
go.
for looking that up. Today you can find Christmas turkey dinner at households and restaurants throughout the season, from special turkey sandwiches. I love a cold turkey sandwich on white bread with mayonnaise.
I do like I like it with ketchup.
Oh, okay. You like ketchup on everything.
I like ketchup everywhere.
Yep. To turkey-flavored chips. As soon as Christmas comes, you'll find the big bird in almost everything. And piggybacking off of that, I'm going to talk about something I know you like.
Okay.
Pumpkin pie.
I do like pumpkin pie.
Like turkey,
Big fan.
pumpkins are native to the Americas. The colonizing Europeans learned about them from the indigenous Americans, who already had several delicious uses. Mm-hmm. It wasn't long before the Europeans decided to sweeten them up a bit. Pumpkin pie likely originated in the colonies. The first mention of the dish is in the 1796 classic American cookery by Amelia Simmons. The recipe is closely related to the modern one we use today. Although the pie became synonymous with Thanksgiving, it was hugely popular on Christmas and even spiced up more by some home cooks. Today, pumpkin pie is enjoyed at Christmas celebrations and holiday menus across the country from Thanksgiving to Christmas. And it's funny because I just had a conversation about the spiciness of pumpkin pies with my stepmom while I was down in Florida. Uh-huh. And we both agree we don't like it too spicy.
I like it spicy.
Do you?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we both like it. We want to taste the pumpkin.
I do not.
With just a hint of flavor.
I like it spicy.
I think I'm going to make a homemade pumpkin pie soon. I haven't made one in years.
I like pumpkin pie. Mm-hmm. I like the food that's with Christmas, except cranberries. I don't like cranberries.
I'm not a big fan of cranberries. They're too tart.
In growing up, though, the Italian tradition is the Feast of the Seven Fishes on Christmas Eve. Are you talking about that?
No.
Okay. That is the Feast of Seven Fishes. 7 different fish. And you serve throughout the evening.
I would enjoy that.
My cousin does it. Mm-hmm. We don't, because obviously me. I can't eat them. So there is no 7 fishes. But that is traditional Christmas Eve in the Italian household. But we always did lasagna.
Yeah. I think that's what me and my kids talked about doing this year is lasagna. It's
Christmas
just so
Eve.
much easier.
Yeah. Right now, we should probably take a moment to listen to what's going on in Nicole's universe. Let's hear that song.
Because Larry Cutie light, we're laughing through her teenage plight. So grab your snacks and brace your soul. This middle school madness out of control.
All right. So today we are at April 9th, 1984, which was a Monday. All right. Today we had to go back to crummy old school again.
Son of a bitch.
And crummy old Miss Foxes.
Oh, my
Somebody
God.
woke up on the wrong side of the bed
I
this
see
day.
that.
Miss Bailey was finally there.
Wow.
Right? So she
Been a
lived.
while.
We find out now she lived.
She lives. She's alive.
Today we had band. In science, we made our ocean folders. In math, we told jokes, and it was me, Tony, and Tanya. Today, when Mom picked me up, we went to the grocery store. When we got home, we went out and planted our plants in the front yard. For dinner, we had a picnic at the kitchen table.
Oh, that's fun. Isn't that just dinner?
Yeah, I guess. And before we went to bed, we had some lifesavers.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Exciting day on April 9th.
Here's the funniest part. Because we're recording this early, she had to go through and count out how many.
Yeah.
So we don't actually know what has happened.
Yeah.
You know.
The suspense is killing us.
But we don't know what happened prior to April 9th.
Yeah. Hopefully
So,
something
hopefully,
crazy in
yeah.
there happened.
What? We just know the last time we looked at her book, her teacher was still out, and we didn't know if she was alive or not.
Right,
so
right. Yeah. So, yeah.
the suspense is now over.
Yeah. Whew, thank goodness.
Live.
So that's it for this week's edition of Nicole's Diary.
I loved going to the grocery store. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
As a kid.
Yeah, me too.
Because you got to pick what cereal. I don't know if you did, but I did.
Well, you got name brand cereals. I got the cheap knockoffs.
And I still won't eat the goddamn cheap knockoff.
They're gross.
I don't. Thank you. Thank you for saying it.
Yes.
Because the cheap Frosted Flakes do not have enough sugar on them. The cheap Fruit Loops just taste fucking weird.
Gross.
Yes.
Yeah, super gross.
The Tricks, no. No. Just no.
Even like the Rice Krispies and stuff.
It's all weird.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's not good.
Yep, I'm with you. Okay. All right, tell us a little more about Krampus.
On December 5th, Alpine towns still erupt in Krampusflau. A wild parade where costume revelers stomp through the streets in elaborate masks and shaggy suits.
That sounds super fun.
They chase onlookers, clang cowbells, and keep alive the thrill of fear, but now with laughter mixed in. And I think that if we get famous, then we absolutely have to go and have a Krampus parade.
Yes, that sounds amazing.
In the 19th century, Krampus appeared on Krampus carton. Cheeky holiday postcards that often depicted him dragging children or playfully flirting with women.
Ooh, perv.
These cards softened his image, turning him into a mischievous character rather than a purely terrifying one.
With hooves and horns and a long tongue.
Well, I did look at some of the stuff, and yes, back in the way back, he was horrific. Like it was like, whoa. There's on Amazon has a great, and I hope at this point, if you're hearing this, I have already bought it because I need to have it. It is Krampus and Santa Claus standing like portrait style together with the Christmas tree in the back. And I need it. I need to own it. Because you can't say, no, you can't put that up because there's fucking Santa Claus in it. So, yeah.
There you go. I love it.
Hopefully I have that. In the recent decades, he has starred in horror films, TV episodes, comic books, and even video games. He's become a symbol for those who prefer their holidays with a dash of darkness, a counterbalance to the sugary sweetness of Santa Claus. Winter festivals have always been about more than joy. They're about survival, community, and facing the darkness together. Krampus embodies the idea that even in times of celebration, we must acknowledge the shadow side of life. For Gen Xers, Krampus resonates because he represents the counterculture of Christmas. He's the punk rock to Santa's pop ballad, and that's why I love him. He can be both comforting and unsettling. His horns and chains echo the rebellious streak that thrives in every generation, especially when holidays risk becoming too commercial or sanitized. So he is now globally celebrated. And I guess that's why like I said, there is not a lot between the 16th century because Christians came in.
Right.
And took it all.
Yeah.
So it wasn't. And then, like I said before, Gen X decided that, hey, we fucking hate this nonsense. Well, let's bring him back. So I think that's
He is risen.
It is very difficult to find anything in between.
Poor Krampus.
I know. I'm bringing him back. Fuck that.
Bringing Krampus back.
There was some great shirts, Christmas, that if I have more money, I would be buying some Krampus shit and wearing it to fucking work. My whole December wardrobe. I did put some shit in my cart though. There was an ornament. Yeah, that's going on the tree I have to have in my house.
Yep.
It's gonna sneak in there.
Yeah, Drew and Little Touch.
Yeah.
All right, so next we're going to talk about eggnog. I know you don't like eggnog.
I do not like eggnog.
I knew that. And I actually don't care for it either. It has nothing to do with the taste. It has to do with that. It feels like you're swallowing logies while you're
it's thick,
drinking
right?
it. Too thick.
Yeah.
It smells good. A version of eggnog originated in medieval England during banquets and festivities. Then in the 18th century, ships set sail for the American colonies, bringing their strange recipes with them. I thought they were going to say bringing eggnog with them. I was like, oh, I bet that tasted good by the
Do
time
not
they
eat
got
that
here.
eggnog.
Because I'm pretty sure another reason I don't like it, I think you make it with raw eggs.
Probably.
Yeah. If you make it like from
For
scratch.
real. You know what I made the other day? I made butter. I did.
You're so cool.
I know. I
Did
made
it
butter.
taste good?
It was really fucking good.
Ooh.
I know. I was actually very impressed with it. It took me for fucking ever, but that was because I did not realize I did not make the bowl as cold as the bowl needed to be. So it didn't emulsify. Anyway, yes, it was very good. And
Yeah, I'm not a patient cook. Like I've tried to make candies, but you have to get it to just the right temp and at the right time, and I'm not patient enough.
I do think, though, next time I'm not going to take it to the solid butter because that did take. And now, what am I going to do with the buttermilk? So I think I'm going to stop at the whipped butter stage because A, it makes a lot more, and B, it spreads easier.
Whipped butter's delicious.
Man, we had mashed potatoes with it the other day. Oh my god, it was really good. So
Yep.
it's stupid easy to make. You just keep whipping the
Yeah.
cream forever.
Yeah.
Until it solidifies. It's crazy.
You didn't use a churn?
I did not.
Oh, okay. All right.
I started using a hand,
Mixer.
the one with the one emulsion,
Right.
but I have a beater on it because I don't know why my stand mixer doesn't work. You know, I know why, because I can't find the beat. I had the beater. No, I didn't have the beater, and I tried to find a beater, but because my stand mixer is like 30 years old, they don't make that beater anymore. I need to just get rid of it. I don't know why it's still sitting there, but anyway.
Okay.
I had to use a regular mixer. It takes a really long time.
Yeah. Almost every community had a dairy farm, and rum was easy to come by. The English colonizers could mix cream, egg yolks, and rum to create a warming cocktail that had to help the brutal New England winters. My face was like cringing as I was reading that.
I don't. I guess I should back that up because I was going to say I find it gross to have cream with any alcohol, but then I remember that I like Bailey's and I like espresso teas.
You like White Russians too, don't you?
I do not like White Russians. What is in it? Is it vodka?
It's vodka.
Yeah, I don't like that.
What's the black stuff?
Espresso.
Kahlua.
Kahlua.
And cream.
So my mom drinks Kahlua and cream. I like an espresso teeny with some Baileys, and I like the Godiva chocolate liqueur.
I like chocolatinis.
And then you throw a little espresso martini, espresso vodka in there, and you can.
Yeah, my daughter loves espresso martinis. Anyway, as spices became easier to find, people started adding nutmeg and cinnamon to the mixture. Ew, before that was just the cream, egg, and rum.
Disgusting.
Eggnog recipes became household traditions, and stores started carrying their own pasteurized versions. Today, it's hard to find an aunt or uncle at a U.S. holiday gathering who hasn't had a too few many cups of the creamy beverage. My favorite thing I think of when I think of eggnog is the movie Christmas Vacation. And when, not Cliff, what was his name? Anyway, he's over there with the moose thing, just scooping up eggnog and sucking it down.
I don't come from a family of, my mom and dad don't drink.
Right.
My uncle, my aunt did a little, but I don't think they ever had. They're never here for Christmas anyway, so
Yeah.
they go away for Christmas. They usually cruise. Since my uncle died, they went
Yeah.
cruising.
Nice.
But we don't have drinkers, so I never had eggnog in the house. Even I know they have non-alcohol. They sell it in the grocery store now. So
Well, I grew up around a bunch of alcoholics, so I'm pretty sure there was probably eggnog around. But yeah, I've never been a fan.
it just looks gross. It smells gross.
All right, give us some more Krampus.
I don't have any more Krampus.
Oh, okay.
That was it.
All right, well, I had just
telling
had.
you.
Well, good, that worked.
It's literally then and now. Nothing in between.
All right, I have one more thing, one more memory I want to share because I love it. All right, so did you ever have the little golden books,
Yes.
Christmas books did you keep them under the Christmas tree?
No.
Okay. So we had the Christmas ones, and they always got packed up every Christmas, and I was just giddy to read them all when Christmas came, and they always stayed under the tree, and I did the same thing with my kids, and I still have them. But long before these Christmas time favorites starred on television, Rudolph and Frosty each told their story in little golden books. Since 1942, Little Golden Books have been a staple on a childhood bookshelf. First priced at 25 cents, the series also introduced longtime favorites The Pokey Little Puppy, Scuffy the Tugboat, Toodle, and the Saggy Baggy Elephant. Written as a 32-page poem by Robert L. May and illustrated by Denver Gillen, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was first published in 1939 as a promotional giveaway to children visiting Santa at Montgomery Ward's department stores.
I remember Montgomery Ward.
I do too. May worked as a copyright in Ward's catalog division in Chicago. He had a 4-year-old daughter and a wife ill with cancer when he created Rudolph. The book was an instant hit with nearly 2.5 million distributed nationwide the first year. The book was distributed again the following year before Montgomery Ward's moved on to a new campaign, leaving May with the sole rights to the character. Lucky him. A decade later, Rudolph regained its popularity when May's brother-in-law, Johnny Marks, composed the same titled song that was recorded by singing cowboy Gene Autry. The song topped the charts in 1949, selling 25 million copies. Heather looks so bored right now.
I just think I can sing it in French.
Oh, okay. The following year, Autry was looking for another holiday song when songwriters Walter Jack Rollins and Steve Nelson approached him with their new tune, Frosty the Snowman. Joined by Autry's Cass County Boys, the song was a hit, with Autry's version outselling additional versions by Jimmy Durante. It's Durant, isn't it?
No, it's Durante.
Oh, okay. I usually get them wrong. Nat King Cole and Guy Lombardo. Little Golden Books published Frosty the Snowman in 1951. Written by Anne Bedford with illustrations by Corinne Malvern, the story expands on the song as Billy, Sally, Tommy, and Joe build Frosty, then take him around town after he comes to life. Frosty's story was expanded again in 1969 in a 30-minute cartoon special produced by Rankin Bass Productions.
With Burl Ives, right?
Yes, and I do love... No, Burl Ives was the snowman in Rudolph.
They all mess together.
Right.
Snowmen are snowmen are snowmen.
And I like the Frosty the Snowman cartoon, but I think Frosty is super annoying in that one. Like, I don't know why they made him like that. But anyway. Published in 1958, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer Little Golden Books version was written by Barbara Shook Hazen and illustrated by Richard Scarry, who would go on to illustrate numerous book titles for children. In 1964, Rudolph appeared in Videocraft International's stop-motion Christmas television special featuring new characters Hermie the Elf and Yukon Cornelius.
The Island of Misfit Toys.
Yep.
Or you can listen to the podcast of Misfit Toys from 1 year ago.
I was just talking about Hermie with my dad because we saw somebody and he's like, he looks like Hermie the Elf. My dad thinks everybody looks like somebody funny looking. Little Golden Books still publishes both Frosty and Rudolph titled books using the more familiar character versions introduced in the television programs.
I did skip over some Krampus stuff.
Oh, yay, more Krampus.
Because here's my excuse, guys. Because half of this, for some reason, is in white and the other half is in green. And I got distracted by the green. Krampus is... In Norse mythology, Krampus is said to be the son of Hel, the Norse goddess of the underworld, which ties him to death and punishment.
Nice.
Medieval times, church plays and masked devils. By the Middle Ages, masked devils were common in church plays across Germany. They combined comic antics with frightening imagery, paving the way for Krampus's role as a folklore punisher. He's a companion of St. Nicholas. On Krampus night, December 5th. Krampus accompanies St. Nicholas. While Nicholas rewards good children with gifts, Krampus punishes the naughty. We talked about that with birch rods and being carried away. Around the 11th century, St. Nicholas became popular in Germany. By the 16th century, Krampus was firmly attached to Nicholas's feast day, appearing on Krampus night, December 5th, to punish misbehaving children. Blending Australians and Bavarians recognized heathen elements in Krampus, acknowledging that pagan spirits had been assimilated into Christian customs. He imbibed.
So what other? I'm trying to think of what other.
Did you have train sets? What's that about? We had a train. My dad loves a fucking train.
My dad loves trains too.
That's a boomer thing, I think.
Yeah, and he had just the best train. I still remember the big white board it was on, and
We
a
had a
little
big
track,
board,
and
yeah.
my dad would lay right there on the floor, and he
And the thing always went off the rails.
always, if you got it going too fast.
Anytime.
Yeah.
It just went off the rails. We had the little one because there's different sizes. I don't know. I don't even know where their trains are. They're probably worth a fuck ton of money
Oh yeah,
because they were old. They
Yeah.
were like his trains as a kid.
and people take train collecting very seriously.
Very seriously. I don't get it, but I don't.
Yeah, if you
I
have a
don't
certain
to.
caboose or engine, I bet
I know.
they don't even do cabooses anymore. Like in real life,
Really?
no. Those trains you see going by, there's never a caboose on them.
It's always an engine, right? Because they go each
A lot
way.
of times, yeah.
I don't really see trains that much.
Growing up, my dad's house was literally, there were railroad tracks, a little ditch, a 1-lane road, and then our front yard. So, I mean, the whole house shook when the train went by. But I used to love to run out and wave to the guy. He was always hanging off the back of the caboose and just waving. It's just like a movie.
We don't have trains. We do, but they're inland and they're all chicken trains. So
Oh,
they're
no.
just loaded with
We
grain.
had the real deal.
We didn't have any real trains.
Yep, you missed out.
I'm trying to think of what else Christmas crap we did. I know December 1st was the beginning of the end for me. Tinsel got everywhere.
And the cats ate it and then pooped it
I
out.
didn't have cats. Had a dog.
We had cats. Did your dog eat it?
No.
Okay. What did you do after, like, opening presents in the morning?
Mom and Dad would go back to sleep. And my sister and I would just sit up and play with whatever, because usually we had to go. We had a rule. What was your time? Because we were not allowed to wake anybody up before 6 a.m.
Yes, and I was always the first one awake.
Me too.
And then my parents would wake up, and my sister would still be asleep. And my mom would be like, "We can't do anything till she wakes up." And I'd be in there like, "Valerie, wake up."
Well, my dad back then did not, like, if you could, there was no sneaking out of my house. My dad can hear literally anything. And one year he got my mom a piano for Christmas. How they got the thing in the house up the front step, I have no idea. Without the dog barking, I do not know.
Wow.
But he did. And my sister and I came around the corner and it had a big bow on it. And I was just like, I didn't even get like out of my mouth. And he appears at the top of the steps and said, "Do not touch it." I was like, I wasn't going to. But I had my greasy little hands like right over top of it. Like, I'm not hit that thing. I don't know how we got it in the house. It's heavy. It took like 5 of us to get it out of the house when they moved. And she never plays it anymore. She used to play it. Was nice because she used to play it. Of course, my parents are weird. So instead of regular sheet music, she has like the Eagles and she plays like actual stuff. So anyway, because it was so warm with the wood stove, she would play it and I would just fall asleep on every time she would start playing it. It was just like, boom, knock me the hell out. I would come over to visit and I'd be like, "Hey Mom, why don't you play the piano?"
I'm tired.
Yeah, I could use it. That house, I don't know if it was like carbon monoxide fumes or what. It was impossible to get out of there without taking a nap. It's like the greatest nap place.
I know I'm not a napper, but when I was down with my folks this week, well, for one thing, they keep their thermostat on 77. I'm not joking. It's 77. On the last night, my stepmom was kind enough to turn it down to 76 for me before I went to bed. But yeah, Janet has pictures of me and my dad just passed out. We'd come home in the middle of the day and take a little snooze on the couch.
What would you do after you unwrap presents? Do you have to go to church?
We went to church at midnight
mass
for the candlelight service. I don't really remember. I think we just, nothing like sticks out specific in my mind. I would guess we probably had breakfast, but.
Yeah, we didn't. But they just went back to sleep. My dad is an early riser. My mom is not.
I always went to see my dad on Christmas Eve. So I wouldn't have been going there.
We were allowed to open one present on Christmas Eve also. But not a big one. It had to be like, or the stocking. Like we could open our stocking garbage.
That's what I did with my kids when they'd get up while I was like brushing my teeth and making coffee. They were allowed to get into their stockings. So,
well, that was one thing also we were allowed to do. Like when we got up, and if it was before 6, because it was always before 6, because I always get up before 6, period.
Yeah.
So in order to, because you'd have to watch that clock, like I cannot go up there until, but so they would leave like a couple things unwrapped, and you could mess with that.
Okay.
Yeah, we were allowed to touch the things that were not wrapped. And of course, my dad would make like the biggest, hugest spectacle out of, he had to go get a trash bag, and he had to get this, and he had to do that.
I know, and you had to pick out, like, give every piece of wrapping paper as you ripped it off. I always just let my kids go nuts, and then I went around and cleaned it up afterward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when we got older, after I moved out, my sister would call. I lived 2 minutes away, and she would call and she'd be like, "Are you up?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, I am." Well, why aren't you here? I'm like, "Why are you up?" Because she was not a morning person. She'd be like, "Because it's Christmas," or she'd call and she'd just be like, "It's Christmas." And my roommate, Christine, would just be like, "Hello, your fucking sister called." She'd be like, "It's Christmas." Christine was also a big fan of Christmas. Yeah. I'm surrounded.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what we did. He would buy, when we got older, like teenage and up, obviously you weren't getting as many gifts, but it would be, we got gifts until she had kids, and then that stopped. He would buy like something that you needed. Like one year he wrapped a toilet seat for her for the bathroom. I got a jack for my car. So it was like shit you actually needed. And then it would just be wrapped under the tree. Or he'd already given it to you and he just wrapped it. Just be like, I've been using this already though. He'd be like, "Yeah, I bought it for you. It's your Christmas present." And then we would spend New Year's, we would go to Pennsylvania and go to like my aunt and uncle's. And then we would do the rounds up there for New Year's.
Yeah. Yep.
We would go, after my mom's parents died, we would travel for Thanksgiving. We went to Florida every year. My aunt, uncle, and cousin would meet us down there. Because they flew. They didn't have a cool van like we did. Anyway. I'm trying to think of what else. How did you decorate your tree? Did you have like a specific, like we had specific ornaments that were only ours. Like I had like, I'm sure it was not, this was when I was older too. Nightmare Before Christmas or Winnie the Pooh. I'm a big Winnie the Pooh fan. So those were my ornaments to put up. And after I stopped giving a shit about Christmas, which was like 10, 11, I would just put my ornaments up and then be done with the whole situation. Or it was like shit we had made when we were kids that she still had.
Yeah. I don't remember having any special ones, but I did when my kids were little. I would let them decorate the tree, and then once they went to bed, I'd fix it.
Right.
Because there would be like 10 ornaments on one branch.
And 0 on the back.
Yeah.
Because you get tired of it after a while. And you're like, you know what? There's 15 more in here.
I know.
What the fuck?
I do get like that. And you start running, like your eyes can't see spaces anymore. You're backing up and looking like, where can I even put this thing? And you go to put it and you realize there's a ball right there. And you're like, damn it. Yeah. That's not the spot. But
I've been trying to get a white tree to do white and black, but I keep getting outvoted.
do you remember in our past life the tree wrapped in cotton?
Yes, I do.
I wonder where that tradition came from.
I don't know. It was pretty.
Yeah, they spent a lot of time wrapping
I
that.
can't even imagine.
And it was really beautiful. It was always like about, I would say, a 5 foot, 6 foot, maybe 5 feet tree. It wasn't real tall,
Right.
but it was really branchy.
Yeah.
And then they would take just long lengths
Strips
of
of
cotton
cotton.
and just literally wrap every single branch and then decorate it. It was really pretty.
It was pretty. I like the white trees that they have now with like, if I could do it white and black, I would, but.
That would be pretty cool. Get a white tree and put black lights on it. You're not allowed.
No.
Okay.
I'm going to buy one and then now what?
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
what? So maybe when you're hearing this, I already have a white and black Christmas
Yeah,
tree.
maybe.
I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen?
We'll let you know after the new year.
So that's Christmas, Krampus.
Yeah, that was really fun. I'm glad we did that.
Me
Just a
too.
little lighthearted.
I just wish there was more on Krampus in between, but there's just not. So
Yeah.
whatever. I
Yeah,
guess
well,
it's-
that's part of the story, I guess.
yeah. So thank you for listening. Happy holidays.
She doesn't mean it.
I do. Happy holidays. Thank you for listening. Find us on all the socials at Like Whatever Pod.
Please.
Like, share, rate, review while you're there.
Please.
Find us where you are looking for podcasts. You can find us on that. The website, www.likewhateverpod.com. Or you can send us a message about what your favorite Christmas tradition is
Oh, yes.
at likewhateverpod. No, likewhateverpod@gmail.com or don't like whatever.
Whatever. Bye.
Bye.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, Grandpa.